Alrighty guys, welcome to your February 6th ECW 2007 review. We're on the road to WrestleMania. You can tell it's Mania season because McMahon is on ECW. I think McMahon's probably going to have a lot of involvement on ECW in the next upcoming months. Not only does he seem to be in this feud at the moment against the originals where he's bringing in this new breed of ECW talent. As you know, it's Bobby Lashley in Donald Trump's corner versus... Well, it hasn't happened yet. It hasn't been announced yet, but it will be. So McMahon probably has a lot at stake here in the upcoming couple of months on ECW. So I expect to see a lot more of him. And speaking of McMahon, he started off the show tonight with a promo in the ring, calling out the ECW guys. And he basically ran them all down, saying that they're all like past it and shit. And that they're all like drug dealers and they've got criminal records.
Dreamer was holding back Sandman for caving his skull in.
Yeah, Sandman looked at his head, didn't know where he was. All he knew is he had a stick in his hand and he wanted to bash it on McMahon's head. But he decided, Tommy Dreamer managed to stop him from doing so. And then McMahon says a lot of these guys are never has-beens or has-beens or... What was he saying about them? Has-beens. Yeah, has-beens. So... It's weird that McMahon's calling these guys has-beens on their age. So you look at the current roster on WWE and they're all old as fuck and haven't really achieved anything. So
I know.
Well, look, Damian Priest, Keith Lee, guys that are nearly 40.
And done approximately hee-haw in their fucking career.
Exactly. At least all these fucking five guys in the rings are... I mean, they're ECW.
ECW Illuminati, brother.
ECW fucking legends, right? That's what they are. Anyway, McMahon announces that some of these guys are going to be in action tonight, and he says if anyone gets involved in their matches, they will be fired.
You son of a bitch.
McMahon's going to do some firing if anyone gets involved, and that was basically the end of that. We then had a Snitsky segment thingy, hype package promo. Snitsky's arriving imminently on ECW. In my opinion, we don't need Snitsky on ECW. We need to see more of the guys that we have on ECW. Like, I just don't see... What's the point of Snitsky coming to ECW and taking up like maybe 5 to 8 minutes a week?
I know.
When you haven't even developed...
And he looks like one ugly cretin looking bastard.
I just don't think like they're turning this ECW into the guys that couldn't really cut it on Raw or SmackDown, and
see if they can cut it here.
They were dropped to Heat and Velocity. Well, let's stick them on the third brand. I mean, I guess you could argue that's the third brand. That's what it's for. You know what I mean? For the guys ain't good enough for Raw and SmackDown. But I mean, at the same time, why can't we just get more of like the new breed, Mary Punk? More of the ECW originals. I mean, maybe Snitsky's here to replace Test, who I'm assuming is gone. But fuck me, I mean, Test is 10 times better than Snitsky. I don't think we need Snitsky. Just got rid of Khali, and now you're bringing in another big man. Soon it'll be big fat fucking Daddy Fiend Mark Henry. I mean,
I can't wait.
I mean, these guys just kill it. Like, what's wrong with the new breed, the originals? And I think you've got a decent...
Well, let's build stuff with them.
I mean, do we need Snitsky and Hardcore Holly and all these guys? I don't think so. Mark Henry, big fucking Daddy V. In my opinion, no. But Snitsky's coming whether we like it or not.
Come on.
You know, that's what it is. Up next, first match, Kevin Thorne versus the guy that abruptly ended his undefeated streak, Tommy Dreamer. Tommy Dreamer, the biggest fucking jobber of them all. I still can't believe he actually ended Kevin Thorne's undefeated streak out of nowhere.
I know what need.
It was just like they weren't even in a feud.
And then
it was just like a match, and you're thinking, oh well, Kevin Thorne's going over here, and then Tommy Dreamer wins.
Then they try and tell you that Kevin Thorne's going to win the Rumble
after he'd lost 3 weeks in a row,
and including a loss to Tommy Dreamer, which not even Austin could win a Rumble after that.
And then, like, the week later, they have him lose to Punk. I mean, at least if he lost to Punk, he'd be like, well, it's 2 guys that are undefeated.
Yeah. And Punk's obviously better than him.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying Dreamer's not better than him, but...
Like, obviously he is, but you're trying to build new people here.
I mean, how many wins had Dreamer had in ECW up to that point?
Exactly.
I can't count one.
He beat Daivari once.
That was after Kevin Thorne, wasn't it?
No, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, how many wins? I don't even think Tommy Dreamer had a win on TV.
That's awful.
Up until he defeated Kevin Thorne, who was undefeated. So, madness anyway. Kevin Thorne wins here. New Breed off to a good start. We then had Hardcore Holly backstage with Rebecca, who just looks weird. I think there's something weird looking about her. She seems like she's got a bit. Doesn't seem like she's playing with a full deck.
Space Cadet.
Yeah, in Hardcore Holly, you ain't going to get a good promo like this guy. So, not the greatest. I mean, there's nothing to say. It was basically
38 seconds of my life. I'm never getting back.
Yeah, it was Rebecca asking Hardcore Holly about his match with Lashley tonight, and Hardcore Holly, he said nothing.
Just words.
Words. It meant absolutely nothing. Then we had to take a closer look at Bobby Lashley, trying to get us to know him a bit better.
He used to be a midget. Build.
Shouldn't they have done this shit before he became champion?
It's like burying him.
It's like, oh, he's a champ. Let's have a look at what he used to be in the past. Like, why not do this shit when he first arrived in ECW? You wait till he's a champ to, get us to learn more about him. That's the complete opposite way it should be done. Then we had Hardcore Holly versus Bobby Lashley. No title on the line. But at least we didn't have Cole here to point that out over and over and over. We actually had two good commentators tonight. And in a 12-minute match, a competitive match, Hardcore Holly defeated Bobby Lashley. No, he didn't, but would you have been surprised? He beats Punk. He beats Rob Van Dam. Would you have been surprised if he'd beat Bobby Lashley and set up a title match? I wouldn't have. But no. He didn't.
Was that the order of the matches?
Yeah, but he didn't look bad here by any means. I mean, he looked pretty strong. Bobby Lashley got the win though. Is this Hardcore Holly's push for a title gone now? Or?
I know it makes this even more stupid, guys. Right? We were supposed to believe in that chamber. Big Show needed these two guys' helps, but yet here, as we've seen over recent weeks, Test has been able to hold his own against Lashley. Jobbed himself out a few times. Not like Lashley just battered him.
Yeah.
And then Hardcore Holly, who's been beating everybody left, right and centre.
Whereas when Lashley got his pod on the Eat Chamber match, Test couldn't last fucking 30 seconds.
And this guy was just jobbed out.
Yeah, but now all of a sudden he's beating all the top guys in the ECW.
Stupid guys.
I don't really get it. Anyway, Bobby Lashley beats Hardcore Holly. It is what it is, pish pudding. Up next with Balls Mahoney with about 2 teeth versus Marcus Corvon.
He's got one more neck brace on than he has teeth.
Yep. Marcus Corvon undefeated. Probably means he's going to lose to Hardcore Holly next week. But he keeps his undefeated record going here with a win over Balls Mahoney.
Balls to the wall.
Then we had Extreme Expose dressed as schoolgirls. I wonder whose idea this was. Probably Finny Max. He wouldn't get away with this now.
One of the two.
They did their dance. I believe this was the first. Jerry Lawler was probably hiding under the desk. You expect Brian Armstrong to come out and to be third man in commentary, but Jerry Lawler was definitely ready to take a place this week. I believe I was going to say they actually finished. I was going to say they actually got to complete their performance this week, but I don't think they did.
They near did, but it was interrupted
by Elijah Burke.
Yep.
So there you go. They almost got it completed.
Or was it Matt Striker?
I think it was Matt Striker. It was Matt Striker and his fucking his knitted sweatshirt that his granny made him.
He was a referee in the last match.
Yep, main event time. He
was involved in every match, by the way.
Matt Striker was he was the referee for the Tommy Dreamer match. Oh, but we totally forgot to talk about it. Tommy Dreamer match, Matt Striker, they did the school thing where the guy crouches behind you, he gets on all fours and
they pinned him.
And then the guy pushes you and you fall over him, and that's basically how Tommy Dreamer lost here. So Tommy Dreamer defeated Kevin Thorne's undefeated streak, but then he lost to a tactic that you see in high school, not in high school, primary school.
See when that happened and you get straight back up.
It didn't hurt. It was like, haha, look what happened to you. Unless you fell and cracked your head and die or something like that, you don't get back up. But
you're a job roll.
Yeah, I know what I mean. But most people get up and go, you got me, look, fuck, my clothes are dirty, I'll get you next time. But no, Tommy Dreamer fucking stays down for 3 seconds, so...
This is the guy who can, it's so fucking stupid. Get hit by glass, barbed wire, gets his back broke, all this shit. But, we're not even talking about a schoolboy roll-up, we are talking a manoeuvre that everyone's had done to them.
Embarrassing manoeuvre. Anyway, then we moved into the main event. You have Matt Striker as the referee. Or, no, he wasn't. He was the... Timekeeper. You have Marcus Corvon in commentary. No, Kevin Thorne was the timekeeper. What was Marcus Striker must have been the referee, was he?
He was something.
He was doing something at ringside. Fucking enforcer or something like that. Kevin Thorne was doing the timekeeping. Marcus Corvon was doing commentary, and Elijah Burke was kicking RVD's ass. Elijah Burke gets the win over Rob Van Dam.
The originals have all been shafted.
Yeah,
Right?
the new breed's beaten down Van Dam, but then the originals come out to make the save because they are allowed to help him out after the match, basically, without getting fired. And that is how ECW goes off there. The originals actually managed to clear the ring from the new breed. So, I mean, it was alright. I mean, it was not bad. It was probably your average ECW show. I mean, there's quite a few matches in it.
I like the involvement of McMahon.
I like the involvement of McMahon. I mean, again, none of the matches were great, but
I'll tell you what. Though,
I don't think Hardcore Holly Bobby Lashley needed 12 minutes.
you could talk about this show being whatever, but see that Dreamer finish, I have to take like 2 points off the show for that. I mean that is one of the worst finishes I've ever seen in a match. You can talk about Goldberg nearly killing Undertaker with a jackhammer, but at least it was a fucking jack. What was this?
I mean, the only positive thing I can say about the Hardcore Holly Bobby Lashley matches, at least it didn't last 20 minutes.
Yeah.
But 12 minutes is still... I don't mind 12 minutes. If it's Test versus RVD in an Extreme Rules match, 12 minutes is no enough. But when it's Hardcore Holly versus Bobby Lashley in a normal match... Well, even if it was Extreme Rules, Hardcore Holly doesn't do anything. He fucking makes Extreme Rules match seem like a ultimate submission. The guys...
He brings weapons into the ring and then throws them out for excitement.
Could you imagine Hardcore Holly versus Randy Orton? Oh my god.
Here. Randy Orton's debut matches against Hardcore Holly.
Oh my fucking...
That's what he learned for the best. But anyway, guys.
Oh my god. Rating, I'll give it a 3.
Yeah, I was about to say 3.
It's weird that you're saying it's a decent show and all this, then you go 3. The reason I'm giving
I
it
probably gave it a 5 without the fucking Dreamer stuff, but that happened, so...
Well, let's be real. None of the matches were great, were they?
No.
And there was no great fucking promos. The opening promo was alright, like, but I think a 3 is fair, guys, right? I've got to be fucking honest here. I'm not just going to rate this amazingly high and then say this was great and the current product's pish, right? I mean, I think this is far better than the current product, but we're also watching Ruthless Aggression, Attitude Era stuff at the moment, and
it's great.
It's better than this. So yeah, there you go. I mean, you don't get Austin or Taker on this show, that's for sure. But what you do get, I guess, was alright. We
got Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
I think there's been a drop-off, I really do, since Heyman left. This is not the same ECW you were getting like 2 months ago. I think
this is more McMahon's ECW.
I think you can clearly tell. And it's not horrible, but I definitely don't think it's as good as it was when Paul Heyman was there. Anyway, guys, that's the rating then. I'm giving it 3, you're giving it
a 3.
There you go, so a 3 out of 10. By no means a bad show, but... Well, 3 out of 10 does seem pretty bad, but it was alright. It's fucking decent, right? Deal with it, live with it. Until next time.
Pish.
Peace.